Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews with another review. This time we're taking a look at variable action heroes Zoro from One Piece. So first, as usual, we're going to take a look at the box. Pretty similar to Luffy's box, except it's a little wider because he does come with a good amount of accessories. But here's the front of the box, of course. Turn to the side because it's another tall one like Luffy's was. But you get a nice picture there of him on the front. Some pictures there on the side. We got some product shots on the back. More pictures of him on the side there. It's Action Heroes there on the top. And some Japanese and a picture of him on the bottom. That is pretty much it. He comes with his swords in the sheaths. Each one of these handles actually come out. They were actually out in the box, so those are technically accessories by themselves. All the handles are sculpted really nicely, painted nicely, sculpted nicely. Nice gold there. So all of those handles come out, and they are keyed specifically for each sheath, so you can't interchange the handles. But all the sheaths are really cool. They're painted really nicely. You can see like the pink there in the middle, the gold is painted really nicely, and that pegs into his side. I'll show you that momentarily. Then he has a couple of heads. This being the first one is just basically a normal expression, just kind of looking straight, but he has his rag on his head. Here is another one with the rag on his head with his mouth open, so he can do his little sword move where he has all his swords out, and you can stick the sword in his mouth like so, and it fits, doesn't fall out. So that is that head. Then we got the same kind of function with this head, except it doesn't have the do-rag or whatever on the head. Then of course he has some hands. He comes with two hands for holding the swords. With that being said, this is one of the swords out of the sheath or whatever. And that one is, I would really like the paint on this one. The paint on it is really nice. If I can get some focus, I can get my camera to focus on the actual sword and not the background. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, the paint job on it is really, really nice. Nice metallic silver. Handle's done really nicely. The handle is basically the same as the handles that you saw on when I was showing you the sheaths. Here's another one of his swords. I really like the purple, metallic purple that they're using. It's not showing that great on camera, but it's really nice. And then we have this one, which is just plain metallic. No design on it, but it's still done really well. Then we have one more hand that is just an open hand. Nothing really special about that hand in particular. Just open. If I can get the camera to focus again, it'd be nice. There we go. The fingernails are sculpted out. Then he has an extra bicep piece that doesn't have a rag or whatever tied around it. So that is what he comes with. Then we'll get him back in the picture here. So this is the head that comes in the box. It's basically just a regular expression looking forward. If you take a look at the rest of them, though, it's really, really cool. He is really, really sculpted really nicely. I like the wrinkles there on his coat. The sculpting of the rag or whatever around his arm, the scar over his chest. Everything is just sculpted really nicely. The shading is done really well. You can see some shading there on his back, shading on his chest. It's not overly done, which is a good thing. And you got some shading there on the coat as well. Boots and everything are done really nicely. As far as articulation is concerned, he can look up quite a bit, which is good. I really like the joint that they're using for him. It's just a barbell peg, but it works really well. He can look down quite a bit. Get that neck in there. He does have a ball on the neck. The heads are really hard to swap out. That's really my only issue with this guy. The heads are really, really hard to swap out. He has a nice butterfly joint there for the shoulder, so he can get his arms nicely across his chest there. So that's really cool. He does have a twist at the shoulder. He also does have a bicep swivel here, due to the fact that comes off, and he can exchange that bicep piece. But once I pull it off, it's been coming off really easy now. He has a over 90 degrees there on the elbow, double hinge elbow. He has hinge and ball peg wrists that, of course, allow him to get some nice up and down action going on. Of course, if you twist that around, you can get different poses. He does have a uppercut here under the chest, but it doesn't really provide a whole lot of movement. He can get some back and forth, but not a whole lot. These coat pieces are hinged, and unfortunately this one on mine is broken, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fix that. I don't know if I can. If I super glue it, then I won't get this motion going out. I would still be able to get the side to side motion. So I don't really know what I am going to do about that. It can stay on because the friction of this coat piece is keeping it from falling off. But those do move out the way. They're little hinges there at the bottom. So his leg can go up about that high. He does have an upper thigh swivel there. Double hinge knees that get over 90 degrees there. You do get a little gap there in the knee, but his coat will be covering it up for the most part, so it's not a big deal. He does get, of course, some twisting there at the ankle. He can't go up very much, but he can go down a little bit, I guess. And he does have a slight ankle tilt, not much. And he has a toe hinge, which I guess is useful. Yeah, that piece is falling off. Just stick this back on there real quick. As you can see, it does have the peg there. That is for the hole for his sheaths. So you can get those in that peg. That is a long peg. and it can definitely break on you. Luckily, the swords aren't too hard to push in there, so you don't really have any you shouldn't have any concerns with putting that in there. But they do slide in right on that peg. Just be careful with it. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Um, the the sword holding hands are. I'm not too fond of the way that they sculpted these because they sculpted them together. You know, like they're molded. The hands, the fingers are molded together. So it's a little difficult to get these. You got to like squeeze these swords into that hole. Um, you just got to be really careful. But once you get them in there, they're in there, and he does hold it really well. But that's his one concern a little bit there. But of course the peg the hands do pop off pretty easy there, and you can pop that hand on like so. It's a little wobbly in his hand, but it's not too bad. But yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. For the review, I am going to try to get the rest of the characters from One Piece that are part of this line. So look forward to those reviews. I can't wait for Nami to come in. I'm really looking forward to her. I'm actually getting 2 of her, so stay tuned for maybe a giveaway or something like that. But anyway, like I said, that's pretty much it for the review. See if I can get him to stand. If I can. Come on. He is a little hard to get to stand, I will say that. Especially since he doesn't have much of a tilt as far as his ankles are concerned. So I just lean him up against the backdrop there. Anyway, comment, like, and subscribe. As usual, guys, stay safe, keep collecting, and peace out.